I'm Banks.
I am Josh.
Odd places going.
How you roll? Thanks. Have you ever gone into exile?
Exile.
Exile. Yeah.
Like
Not
on
the not the eggs aisle. I don't mean that in like a supermarket. I heard myself say that. I was like, did he understand me? No, exile.
yeah, exile. I got it. Yeah,
I'm always in the eggs aisle.
yeah,
That's
it's
a
right. It's
every
right
time I go to the
down
supermarket.
from where the milk is.
Yeah.
Um, ah, have I ever gone into exile? This is you're saying if I have volunteered myself to go in exile,
Yeah.
and
Or
and
have you thought about it? Have you
and
ever
you
considered
well, when you
going in?
say exile, what do you mean? And not the exile.
No, like escaped.
Yeah, yeah.
Like exile has such a bad connotation, doesn't it? It almost sounds it's like a negative connotation kind of word, but I'm not so sure it's so negative.
I'm thinking of
Right now,
packing.
I want to exile myself. I want to exile.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you want to exile? And you're saying that this is a negative thing, though, or you're
I'm
saying
saying
that?
I'm saying most people consider it to be a negative thing. In our society, it tends to have a negative connotation.
All right.
I don't
All
think
right.
it should. Uh, I want to exile because there's going to be about 70 million people that have just voted for the most, in my opinion, terrible person, just as a person, to lead our country. And we don't know the results yet as of this taping right now. I suspect Trump is going to lose, but there's still 70 million people that thought it was a good idea to vote for him again after his track record. And I'm starting to doubt whether I want to be here. So why not exile?
Okay. Okay. So, and you choose to do this. So you can exile. Uh, let me tell you how I think you can do it, and this is how I do it. Okay. You're a little more confrontational than me, and you like to push buttons. So
That's just a tiny little bit.
oh my
Come on.
God, 70 million people are going to be pissed off. You know that. Either way, 70 million people on either side, however this outcome happens. So I mean, I've had to do that. I mean, the lump in my stomach when something like that happens. And I remember, 2004, I think, when it happened, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm sick. Um, Same thing 4 years ago. I guess the point I'm trying to say is how you can still live in this world and just define what you want to talk to people about. I mean,
Yes.
the 70 million, you can pretty much avoid them. More than
Really?
likely.
The 70 million. It's only like your friends and neighbors and everyone pretty much around you. Uh,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
of course.
okay. So fine, those people. Then you define what the friendship is. Then you define, I'm not going to talk about this topic. You know.
See, you separate that. You think and I understand it's possible. Maybe it is possible, but you think you can separate politics. See, this is beyond politics. We're talking about ethics and morality. I don't mind these people voting for Trump. I mind that the reason they're voting for Trump is because they don't see him as unethical, which means their ethics are probably in line with his in some way, which means none, very little. And that's the part. It's not the politics so much as what they're actually saying.
So, all right, I'm gonna throw something at you.
Yeah.
So what it sounds to me you're judging moralistically. You're judging morals here, or ethically. You're judging ethics. You have your own set of ethics, and you are judging others on your ethics.
Yeah. I guess that would be right. Yeah, yeah. That would sounds pretty accurate.
Welcome to Josh's world, Joshland. Um,
Right.
yeah, here's the thing, and this is something I noticed about myself is I've gone through many religious proliferations, many religious iterations is the word I want to use. And I realized at one point that I had an opinion, which was, I don't know if it was uncommon in others. My opinion was my opinion. And I started to say to myself, I'm not going to bring up this subject to other people, religion. I'm not going to offer my view on religion.
Mm-hmm.
And if they ask me, then I will engage. So it's like the door is closed. If they knock, I'm going to let them in, metaphorically speaking. I realized, you ready? I realized no one cares what I think about any religious view,
Right.
because I am not asked at all. I rarely am asked. I don't ask others their religion, and
Right.
unless they bring it up into a conversation. You know, if I
Right.
had a girlfriend once, and I know she's Catholic, and she loves to go to Catholic mass, and when I know she's going, I ask her about it because it is something that means something to her. It's just like, flying means something to you. I'm going to ask you about flying.
Right.
So the point is, no one really cares what I think because they don't ask me. I mean, unless, a Jehovah's Witness, or even those people, I feel rarely do I have that thrown at me. And even if somebody says to me, God bless you, I don't take that as religious. I'm like, okay, thank you. You too.
Well, especially if you just sneeze. I mean, that's what we say.
Yeah.
But let's look at, I think we need to bring this away from religion just for a second. Let me give you an example. First of all, I think it's okay to judge people based on behavior, morality, and ethics. Don't judge them on base of the color of their skin. Don't judge them based on their age. Don't judge them based on how they act and what they believe. Let me give you an example. If a person, you can call Trump many different things, but the one thing he is very clearly documented, he's a liar. He lies, right? Would you at least agree with me with that Trump lies about everything? Okay. If you're okay with that, maybe part of your morality and ethics is you think lying is okay. I don't want to do business with you. If you think lying is okay, if you think conning people and cheating and just trying to win at anything, at any cost is okay, I want to know that, because I'm going to judge you. I'm going to say, you sound like a nice dude. Let's go grab a beer and let's shoot the crap about whatever, but I'm not getting into business with you. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that kind of judgment is actually sound. It's wise.
All right. And you wouldn't get into business with somebody. You would get into a relationship with them, a friendship with them. However, you would not get into a business with them.
Where truth doesn't matter. Yes, we can have a conversation. If you lie to me, who cares, right? But get into business with you, get into a relationship with you emotionally or legally, or let you watch my kids. I'm probably not going to let you do that. Sorry. Like that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I get your point. I get your point. There were some elections in the past, and a political party had won, and I thought, you know what? I have money, and I spend money. If people are in this political party, and I thought about doing it, like, I'm going to only give money to the people in a certain political party, and that's, I mean, like, I'm gonna go to the D house and buy my cookies, or the donut place. I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna go to the other one.
The R house, yeah.
so I mean, you can do that. Why is it that it has to be ethical? I get your point. I totally get your point.
And here's where I'm going with exile. Here's why I say exile.
Okay.
I'm not saying I can judge someone. I can judge the 70 million people and say, I probably don't have the same ethics they do, but I'm not going to try and change them. It's not my place to tell them they're wrong. I'm not going to tell them they're wrong. You know what?
Okay.
If you want the United States of America to be an authoritarian dictatorship where people can lie to each other and it's okay to be angry and pissed off and hate each other, great. I'm out. I'm outie. I know where I'm going to go. I don't need to be here. If that's the choice of the majority and that's what they truly want, okay.
Or you can stay in and try. Well, you don't want to change it. I get it.
And fight to change it. You're right. And
Yeah.
that's choice. Do I fight?
Um,
Do I exile?
you know, I do find myself self-exiling myself.
Self-exiling yourself?
Yeah, that's kind of redundant. That's like triple
Have you
negative.
ever self-exiled someone else?
And I feel that I do it because there are certain people I just don't want to talk to, or I don't want to have a. I mean, I like to compartmentalize and define this, and then I like to go into situations where it's completely open. You know, I feel deep down inside we're all just kids. We're all just. I mean, maybe this is my optimistic way. I mean, my neighbor who I do not agree with politically. He and I can chat and talk and, talk about, farming and stuff like that. And, that's the limit to what we do. I mean, I don't go out and drink with him or have, dinner with him, or I'm not invited to his house. He's not invited to my house.
You're almost right. We are kids, all of us, but we're actually abused kids. Some more than others.
I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd Places going. Take it, Josh.
I roll.